Hello my dear crafters, today we have a quick video where I'm going to show you how to make this tassel. So this video is for Natalie. She asked me to do a tutorial on how to make these beautiful tassels. If you haven't seen my tutorial on how to make this beautiful clutch, I will have the link below. So Natalie, this one is for you, okay? So I'm going to show you 3 ways on how to make it, because one uses a die, this one. The second one uses these kind of scissors called fringe scissors. You might know it from the kitchen, you use that to cut herbs. So that, and the third one is just using scissors. So you choose which one is best for you, okay? So let's start. The first one, let me zoom in for you. Let's start with this one first, which is the one that uses this. It's very inexpensive, guys, and it is the best way, in my opinion, if you want to make tassels that are about this big. That's what I used for this one. So it is actually a little, it's not this short. I actually cut it a little bit, but that's perfect for this size of tassel, and it's like $4, so I would really buy it. I'll have the link below for you in the description, okay? It's very, very quick to make, so I already ran this through my machine so that you don't have to see that, and this is what you get. So this is actually something that I cut because I like to use the hook, but you can use thread or yarn, or yeah, I like to use paper. Everything's paper. So this is what it cuts, and look how perfect this is. I mean, it cuts the whole thing and you don't have to fool around with it, and it's very, very thin, and that's a major difference between the second kind. Do you see the difference? It's much thicker. So it depends on what you're trying to make. If it's a small tassel, I would go for the dies, okay? Or the third option, I'll show you. So this is how you make this. So you have this part, you have this, and this. So what you do is you're going to get, I like to use a runner because it makes it easier. You just put a little bit of glue here on the inside, and then you decide how big you want this hook to be. So I'm going to cut it because it's way too big here. So I think this is more than enough. So you put a little bit of glue at the end, and here's what I do. You can do it this way, or you can just kind of fold it in itself like that. That's the way I like to do it, because what you're going to do is, let me just zoom in because I think it's still far from you. For you. So yeah, so now you can see I have glue on this side, and here's what you do. You're going to put this hook right here on the corner, because the moment you start rolling it up, it's going to be in the center at the end. And now guys, it's really easy. You're just going to, oh, I forgot to show you something that's important. You have to break the fiber to this. Use your bond folder to break the fiber, a little bit of the paper, because then it rolls up easier. It's easier to roll up. Okay, so you put it here, and you're just going to roll it up like this. Go, and you keep going. Let me show you close so you see what I'm doing. So there you are. So this is what you're doing. You're just rolling it up, making sure that the edge stays flush with the on the top. Oh, sorry, it was kind of off camera. So there you go. You keep on going, and you're practically done. So you're done with your tassel here. So there you have your tassel. But as I showed you, it has this little part here, which what you do, it just adds these scallops to the tassel. Let me show you what it looks like. So see, it looks like this. It's like a scallop. Same thing you're gonna do with this. So you're going to break the fiber just so it's easier to roll it up. See? And again, I'm going to use this because it's much easier, and you don't have to the mess of liquid glue. So here's what to do in case you're going to use this die, okay? So you just press it and then you go roll it up again. And then here, keep going, because you can add some color to it on the top. So I think that's enough. Sometimes I'm just gonna do the whole thing. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just cut because I don't want this to be too thick. But there you go. And easy, very, very easy to do. And if you think that, oh, this is way, see, this is the size that it makes, but you can cut it like I did with this one. And if you think that it's too big, so that's what I do. I'm gonna cut it off and you have a beautiful tassel. It's ready to go for your project. So that's the first one using this cool die here, okay? So that's the first. Second one, I already cut the paper, because what you're gonna do is, and here's the thing too, if you want the tassel to be thicker, to be rolled and really, really thick, you just cut this longer, because the more paper you have, the thicker it's gonna be. I think this is a good size. And just in case, let me get a ruler so that I can let you know how long this is, okay? So this one is, oh, let me see, in inches. In inches, it's 3.5 by 2 3/4. So just so you know, but it depends on how tall you want it and how thick you want it. So how thick, you just make it longer, okay? Same idea. So what I did was I just used my scissors and I cut it, kept cutting until the end. Very easy. This is called fringe scissors, and I'm going to have a link for that too. Again, oh, I forgot to break the fiber. Very important. There you go. Always make sure, let me zoom out a little bit because this one is a little bigger. So yeah, just break the fibers a little bit. Add your glue on the inside part. I'm gonna get the hook here, same thing. Gonna add a little bit. Turn it like this so that it kind of crosses. Put it inside here in the beginning because you want it to be in the middle. And there you go, same process. So there you go. We're gonna keep rolling. And what I do, because when you finish, you're gonna see that it's quite flat. So what I also do is I just press it a little bit at the end, because then it's not as flat. Because I like tassels to be kind of round. This doesn't have to be perfect, but keep rolling until the end. This one is thicker. So there you go. You're finished. See? And I like to add colors too. I'll show you at the end some of the, there you go. And then see how flat it is? So what I do is I just press it to make it round. And now it's totally round. Looks different, it's hard to see, but in this, what I did was I cut, this was like 3/4 of an inch. And I used, these very easy to find kind of scissors. And I just used that to cut. I'll have a link for these scissors too, because I do like this look here. So we're gonna do the same thing. Just break the fibers. I don't think I'm gonna need all of this, so I'm just gonna, so there you go. And we're going to just roll it up. And I just do a little bit. I don't like to keep going and going, because then the scallops, they kind of look funny after a while. They don't kind of coincide with each other. So there you go. This is enough. So I just cut the excess here. And you're done again. See, very easy to make. And then of course this is very big, you can cut again. And the last way, I'm not even gonna make it because it's the same process. You just use your regular scissors. It's gonna take a while, but you just keep going, just cut. And the good thing about this is that you can control how thin you want it. So see, you just keep cutting all the way to the top. You leave a little edge here, and then you keep going and you do the same thing. So you either do it with the dies, with this fringe, and I'm going to show you some of the beautiful ones that I've made before. Look at that. And use pattern paper. That's the idea here. You can do it all solid like that, but you can use pattern paper and have some contrast. I like the little ones. Let me show you. See, I used some pattern papers here with polka dots and different colors. This is a pattern paper too. And then I use polka dots here on the top, tiny ones. I like the little ones. So there you are, guys. This is how you make your tassels in 3 ways. You choose whichever one works for you. This is a little tiny one. So there you go. I hope this has been helpful to you. Natalie asked for it, but I thought that maybe some of you would like to see this too. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you next. Thank you.